I'm Jeff Green. I've been here in the UH for about a year and a half. Been doing nursing for about 14 years. It's actually my 15th hospital doing and travel nursing and such. Done critical care and done CV-ICU, neuro ICU, med-surg ICU, and this. And ultimately, the path to get here was kind of slipshod, but ultimately 4 years of nursing school generally gets you in the door to go ahead and preliminarily shadow, usually go to med-surg, then you kind of specialize over in emergency. I actually never went to the med-surg ICU, never worked a floor before. I kind of got lucky and got thrown into the deep water and learned to swim quick. But a lot of great staff around here, a lot of good mentors, and very good to be here.
Yeah, you mentioned travel nursing. What is that, and what does it take to become a travel nurse?
Well, typically the experience is 12 months, or 12 months on depending on what the degree of the acuity or the patient load the census is for your particular department. Me, I traveled ICU and emergency departments, but typically they it varies depending on how well your census is or how well your recommendations go.
All right, and where have you traveled to as a travel nurse?
I started out in Hartford, Connecticut, and then went down to Arizona, then to New Mexico, then to Utah, Virginia, California, Tennessee, which is where I did the both of my CV-ICU. From there, went to back to Connecticut for a while, then came down here to Texas, specifically for barbecue and martial arts.
Nice. And any other advice for people who are interested in the field of nursing? What advice would you be able to give to them?
I would say, ultimately, in terms of, there's several tenets I go by here, real quick. First one is your job is, the scene is never static, and ultimately the scene always changes, and it's your job to determine how it changes. Number two, you're no less responsible than the doctor or for anybody than for what you're responsible for. So never think it's to say it's someone else's responsibility, because it never is, it's yours. Number three, always remember prioritization, and that's essentially what keeps you afloat in here. Your patients out of trouble. Safety overrules comfort, overrules happiness, overrules everything, but we try to please who we can. And ultimately try to remember that it's their worst day of their life and try to treat them like it.
Awesome. All right, thank you.